Hey y'all, how are you? Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I hope you had a good morning and a good afternoon or a good start to your afternoon. And hopefully we can finish it up good as well. I enjoyed talking with you guys. We had a good time talking this morning at Good Morning Royals, and I hope we have a good time talking today, this time of day at Crown Chat. We got to do the housekeeping. Y'all, please hit the like button if you have not already. I greatly appreciate it. If y'all could hit that like button for me, that would be a big help, huge help. So please do that. And let's get on in here and start talking about everything that we want to talk about today. Those of you who have not seen the baby shower announcement, it is on the community tab. The baby shower announcement is on the community tab. Please get on over there so you can get the links for the registry for Amazon and for Target. Okay. So we want y'all to take advantage of that. Those of you who want to participate, the Royal Baby Shower, or as we have dubbed it, the Royal Arrival, will take place on November 13th, 2021 at 7 p.m. right here on YouTube. And we will be having an after party in the Royal Family Media Room. It will be a blinged out bonnet party. So please come on, bring your blinged out bonnet. And if you don't have a blinged out bonnet, come anyway, because we want you to come and enjoy and take time and spend time with us. This Friday, we are having movie night. The ladies and gentlemen of the royal family are still voting. Right now, it looks like Boomerang is winning the vote. So this may be a movie night with Boomerang. If so, come on. We're going to do some prize giveaways, some Uber Eats and whatnot. So be ready for that. That is this Friday for the royal family. Also, October the 8th will mark our first fall masquerade ball. So I want y'all to be thinking about what you're going to dress up as and how fine and foxy y'all going to get for that ball. And we got some other events coming up in November, but I will refrain from announcing those yet. I'll let you know when it gets closer to that time, okay? So now let me start hollering at everybody because this is what I love to do. There's my Christian Key. Hello, gorgeous. Queen Mermaid, we're not complete until you arrive. All right, Wani. Hey, Wani, how are you? Alita, our beautiful sister, is here. How you doing? Angie, my good sis from Florida. Good to see you. Wonder Woman Marshall, how are you? Leslie, how you doing? Good to see you. Rara, how are you? Good to see you. Latavia, it's the voice here. Y'all see the voice that made it in here. Sassy 1965, how are you? Egypt Nile. That's right. I hope everybody has a wonderful day as well. There is my sis, Private Joy. How are you? Delicia. Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. I'm glad you're here. This is so awesome. All of my sisters are here. Hey, Spilla. How you doing? You listening while you finishing up at work? Hey, sis. There's my sis. She's back again for a second day. My beautiful Silver Diamond. All right, my Lala. Hey, Lala. How are you? Jesse, how you doing? Good to see you. Miss Ree S. Collins, hello. Good to see you. All right. Jay Rucker, how you doing? Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Do I need to check birthdays? Does anybody want to turn themselves in? Nacho Twins Mama, how you doing? Learning to love myself, how are you? Good to see you as well. All right. We got My Small Space. Good to see you. Chanel D. Queen, the beautiful lady herself. Good to see you. Vanessa. Hey, Nessa. How are you? Hey, Jam. And there's our beautiful sister, Lily, the red lipstick hustler. Good to see you. All right. Who else is here? Tina. Hey, Tina. How you doing? Miss Sharon, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. Yolanda Franklin. Hey, girl. New Year's Bay, how are you? Esmane, good to see you. My sis Renee, how you been, girl? HU Angel 1, I see you up in here. Oh man, I'm trying to holler at everybody. It's going so quick. My friend Odie Wright, how are you, Odie? Franchette, hey. Marisha, how are you doing? All right, good to see you. Marva, all right, I was looking for you, Marva. Hey, Lady Di, Natural Born Queen. Auntie Eva, good to see you. All right, y'all. SFF and Sandra Richardson. Anybody else who makes it in the door, please, if I don't catch you when you walk in and I don't greet you, Please charge it to my head and not my heart, because I absolutely loved every one of you, and I'm always happy when you can make it in. Jazzy Cuteness slid on in, and here is Yvette and my DT. He is on time to help us take notes, right? So that is awesome, and I appreciate it. 1 second. All right. I just wanted to make sure I had my main notebook just in case there are any birthdays, because I know y'all will try to slip past me, and I really can't let you do that. Okay, looks good. Where's Demi P? Paging Demi P. Where are you? Where's Demi? That's all right. I'm going to find her, and I'm going to put her Cash App in here. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's a shame. I got to track y'all down to celebrate your birthdays. But she got away yesterday. She will not make it away today. So anyway, y'all saw the title. You guys know I like to be very comedic with the titles. I got 80 people watching and only 47 likes. Can y'all please get my likes up and help your sister out? That would mean everything to me if you would just do that. It means a whole lot. So I'm begging for likes yet again. Okay? So listen, our title for today is She Has No Friends. Now, y'all know that's something we hear all the time. That's something we hear people say, oh, she ain't got no friends. And sometimes that's true, right? Sometimes there's a whole lot of truth in that statement. Sometimes there's a mess of truth in that statement. But sometimes we got to make sure that we're not the person that is showing up in the world like that. That ain't who we want to be. Fly Grace Streaks playing, how you doing? I'm glad to see you come on in. So it's a phrase we hear a lot. You know, we people use it and they joke. I love you right back, Jazzy. We joke about it. You know, we got jokes. When we see people wear clothing that don't look nice, or we see people doing something that makes them look ridiculous, you know, we joke around and we say, oh, she ain't got no friends. You know how that is. So this is not a foreign term to you. Am I right? Can I see a show of bullseyes in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about, so we can get this thing on the road? But I want y'all to really consider a couple of things when we start talking about folks not having no friends. It happens. It does. And it's a very real thing when it happens, because of the fact that, unfortunately, the reality is that a lot of times we don't have the friends we thought we had. Okay? That's right. Thank y'all for letting me see those bullseyes. Sometimes we don't have the friends we thought we had. And sometimes we have to ask the question, do we really have any? Do we have any friends? We got people we call friends. They call us friends. You know how it is. People holler at you, hey, friend, and all that stuff. But it doesn't mean that they're actually your friend, right? We know that. So I want to kind of start off with one. Let's really take a look. Hey, Deborah Walker. Hey, Lynn Branch. I see y'all made it in. BJ Dez, how you doing? I see y'all sliding on in. So let's start with one. Let's just look at, you know, I like to be logical first. Okay, let's be logical first. Now, friend, let's look at the definition of what a friend is supposed to be, according to the smart people, right? The friend is a person of whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Okay? Friends. Meaning they ain't got nothing to do, hey, U.S. Army brat, nothing to do with romantic entanglements or family, people who just choose to be your friend. Hey, Angel baby, how you doing? So let's look at really what a friend is, okay? Very important. We want to make sure we understand that. Now that we got that out the way, there's another definition of friend where we can go a little bit deeper, right? A little bit deeper. When we start looking at what we expect from friends and what we consider friends to be, hey, Nita and Mike's World, when we start talking about what we expect friends to be, hey, Maureen Mercer, we expect friends to have qualities. See, they gave us a nice, neat, clean definition, but we expect friends to have certain qualities. Am I right? You want your friends to be supportive, protective. You know, I'm protective of my friends. You expect your friends to show love. You expect your friends to share with you. You know, you wouldn't expect your friend to sit down and go to eating and don't offer you anything to eat when she's eating. You wouldn't expect your friend to know how to, you know, do something to help her children and then she would keep it silent or keep it a secret from you. And she wouldn't want you to know so that you can help your children. You know, those are the kind of things you wouldn't expect a friend to do. Why? Because that's your friend. Friends don't do that, right? You expect your friend to look out for your best interests. You know, y'all give me some examples. Yes. Okay, Marva's already on it. She know how we roll. Okay, y'all give me some examples of what you expect for a friend to be. Some of the qualities you look for. Marva says a friend's supposed to be dependable, right? What else? Anthony, Lester, Doc, how you doing? It's been a long time. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm happy to see you. Says, hey, cuz, been on a break. Too much YouTube drama. Caught you between clients. Stay blessed. You too. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Please come back again and come often, okay? Thank you so much. You're highly welcome. Yes, as Colin says, loyal. You want your friends to be loyal. You want your friends to be honest, okay? All right. You want your friends to be transparent. Yeah, you want them to be open with you, not hiding things. You want them to keep their word, caring. All right. Marva say ride or die. Okay. Capricorn V says the more you talk about what a friend is, the more I realize I don't have any. Oh my. I'm sorry to hear that, sis, but that's a beautiful picture. You look lovely. U.S. Army Brad says protective. Yes, love you unconditionally. All right, we're looking for some things here. All right, honesty, trustworthy. There you go. Marisha says real. You want somebody who's genuine and sincere. Ray says someone who's by my side through good and bad without judgment. Yes, very important. A confidant. You want to know that your friend ain't gonna listen to everything you said and go out in the street and tell everybody your business. Okay? Very, very important. Let's get DT's notes. Lesson number 1. A friend is someone who has a reciprocal bond with you, and they have qualities that you would expect that you should also have in yourself. I like that note. I like that one, DT. That's a good one. That's a good one. And yes, supportive. That's what you expect from a friend. That's what you expect from a friend. And that's what you should be able to expect from a friend at any given time. You should never have to wonder if your friend is really your friend. Your friend should show up in your life as a friend. It shouldn't be a guessing game, right? There you go. Caring and understanding. Yes, yes. So, with that being said, y'all, I want us to really think about, okay, 1, those are the qualities that we want in our friends, but we got to ask, he said, a friend in need and indeed. There you go. Okay. Now, what you say, Capricorn V? I'm all these things to friends, but can't get it from them, so I quit whilst I was behind. That happens, but you know, we talk about over here in Crown Chat, and I hope you'll come back and you will come often. What we talk about over here in Crown Chat is accountability. Y'all throw them accountability mirrors in the chat because we're about to have a good accountability moment. Those of you who are Royal Family and those who are not, but Royal Family, definitely reach into your Royal Family emojis. I want y'all to spam the chat with our accountability mirrors. Very important. Let's dig in. Because this is one of those accountability moments, right? I want us to consider, if you will, all those qualities that we just named off that we're looking for in our friends, all of these things that we expect and we have come to expect from friends. Do we have these same qualities? Now, this is what I want us to think about. I want us to consider whether we have the same qualities that, and thank y'all for spamming the chat with the mirrors, because this is when it's time for mirror time. I want you to kind of examine yourself and start to consider, am I a good friend? Am I supportive? When my friends need me to have their back, do I do it? You know, am I there for them? Am I there for them? You know, when my friend, you know, needed help with something, did I help her? You know, when my friend put on that ridiculous outfit, did I tell her, girl, don't you go out there in that outfit? That don't look nice. You know, was I a good friend? These are the questions we need to ask because we want to make sure that the exact same qualities that we look for in a friend, that we possess these qualities. Are we the friend we want to be? Because the reason I want y'all to go to that extent of asking these questions like that is because you oftentimes attract what you are. I said it. Don't y'all throw no rocks at me neither. Okay? It's the truth. Sometimes we attract what we are. If we don't have the best qualities, it's a chance that we're going to attract people who do not have the best qualities. Whether we like it or not, these are just the facts. It's just like when you're looking for a mate. When you don't have yourself all the way together, you may attract someone who does not have themselves all the way together. Okay, Marva says, I absolutely have those same qualities. I'm proud to say that. Being truthful, love it. Chanel D. Queen says, I always support family and friends, but when it comes to them supporting me, they get silent. Remember, we got that mirror in the chat. What do I always say? We have control over the people who are in our circles. So if the people in your circle don't have those qualities, whose responsibility is it to remove those people or change the way you relate to those people? Whose responsibility, right? Our own. Learning to love myself says, yes, I'm a good friend, but since the carnival, I check in more, and I'm learning to be more communicative is what I believe you mean, right? So we got to check it. We got to check it. I'm becoming a better me. Exactly. Wani says, yes, I am. Okay. This is what we got to start checking on. Sometimes we can be good people, but when it comes to friendship, we can find ourselves lacking, right? I find myself lacking, and it's not intentional. I love folks. The people I love, I sure enough love them. But here's the reality. The reality is we get busy, right? We get busy. Life happens. Things don't always go the way we want them to go. And so it's easy to lose track of who we're supposed to be looking after. It happens. And you got to be honest with yourself. And just like in any other type of interpersonal relationship, you cannot be afraid or too prideful to apologize when you've gotten out of pocket and you forgot to check in and you haven't really been looking after them the way you should. Okay? Alita says, yes, I am. So blessed to have wonderful friends. They have my back always with no judgment, and I have theirs. I also have associates that are completely different from my friends. Okay? Renee says, I try to be the friend I want, and that comes with setting boundaries. Yes, boundaries are a big part of this chat today. Megan, hey girl, I ain't seen you in a couple of days. She said, a friend is someone that you shouldn't worry about betraying your trust. I have a former friend that I haven't spoken to in years and will take her secrets to the grave. As we should. Delicia says, friends always there for you for better or worse. That's right. Maureen says, yes, I am. I've been a best friend for 60 years. I love it. DT's notes, lesson number 2. Ensure we look at ourselves and ask whether we have them, meaning the qualities of a good friend. We have control over who we attract into our circle and who we allow ourselves to be vulnerable around in our circle. Very true. And I love your notes. Lord, DT makes my life so much easier. I just love you. Okay, so that's the thing. Yvette, I love it. Yvette is being transparent. I could do better if I'm honest. And there's nothing wrong with being honest. This is one of those moments for us to look in the mirror and check ourselves and see if we're giving out the energy that we want to get back. That is very important. We have to make sure that we're giving out the energy that we want back. I keep telling you, if you plant orange seeds from an orange, you will never, ever get a mango tree. I'm going to say it again because I know I'm country and y'all be laughing at me, but I'm telling you the truth. If you take the seeds from an orange and you dig a hole and you cover it with dirt, I don't care how much you water it and pray, you will never get a mango tree. Why is that? because you put seeds for orange in the ground. If you're out here and your energy is planting certain types of seeds, that is the fruit that's going to come back to you every single time. If you're planting seeds of discord, you will get discord. If you are planting seeds of ugliness, of selfishness, you are going to get it back. Okay? That's right. Take time for you, family forever. Good to see you. That's not to say that sometimes bad people won't come around, and it's not going to always be your fault when things happen to you. It's not what I mean. But what I do mean is that you have to use your head, as my granddaddy say, for more than a hat rack. If somebody bring you bad energy, reject it. Just reject it on its face. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to hold hands with a person and skip. If you know that they're trying to feed you what you don't want to eat, reject the whole plate. Turn it around. Yes, Vanessa, that's what I'm getting at. You reap what you sow. Stop planting orange seeds, praying for mango. You won't ever get it. Wow. Sis says she tends to have internal conflict because she tries not to judge and love people where they are. I need to be quicker to make adjustments in my circle. You have to make adjustments because if somebody is coming to you and they're planting seeds of what you know you don't want to grow, tell them you don't agree. Don't agree with this person. Don't agree with them in your spirit and anything else. Reject them and let them go. Jazzy says, I have best friends that I've had for over 20 years since we were teens and preteens, and it doesn't matter how far away we are, how long it's been since we talked or seen each other. It's that way. It is truly that way. Okay, it's very important that we cultivate those good, solid friendships. Even your children should be close. Cultivate good friendships because friends are good. Sometimes friends can be better than family. Lady Di says, and it comes back to you multiplied. That's the principle of sowing and reaping. Of course, if you plant seeds and you make an orange tree, you're not going to get 2 or 3 oranges. That tree is going to give you a full harvest. So make sure you don't go planting what you don't want a whole bunch of. That's why it comes back in droves. Because one seed can give you a whole tree. Remember that one seed can give you a big, big tree. So if you know you don't want that fruit, keep the seed to yourself. Stop planting it. Don't put it out there into the spirit, into the metaphysical, if you know you don't want to see it again. Okay? You say you a ride or die friend. Okay? DT says, I often do self-reflection and ask myself, how can I be a better friend? Because sometimes different friends have different needs, and so do I. Always accommodate. I have amazing friends who are supportive of me. I have some good friends too. I have some very, very, very good friends. Capricorn V says, I must be the problem. No, I wouldn't say you're the problem. You may have a part to play in it because we all do. Because people come around me and act genuine and turn out to be fraudulent. I've come to accept I have bad judgment or character, so I'm dolo and truly happy. If that's what you choose, sis, but the only part I would say is the only part you play in that is your discernment. You have to have better discernment of people. Sometimes you have to pray and make sure that your discernment is on 10, because everybody that show you their teeth is not your friend. Even a dog show you his teeth before he bites you. So you have to have discernment so that you can accept good people and you can reject bad people, because people want to love you, and everybody is meant to be loved by people. We're not islands. But if you choose to be on your own, I understand. But just know you can get love over here. Miss G says, I'm late jumping in. My friend circle is so small so that I have quality friends and not a bunch of associates or so-called friends. It's very important. Tamnika says, I continue to learn the importance of boundaries. Yes, my sweet deceased mom helped me see, as I would call her, crying about situations she in love would say, baby, stop calling here about what you allow. It's true. It's very true. At some point, y'all, accountability is big. It's big. So we have to be accountable for what we allow and who we allow to get too close. Because the truth of the matter is, The truth of the matter is the choice ultimately is our own. We have the choice and we have control over who we allow into our circle. We don't have to allow everything. We just don't. So I want us to be mindful of those things. It's very, very important. Very important. Now, this is that moment that I'm going to tell you, reflect real quick and check your friend circle. And the reason I say that is because I know for my own, and I always speak for myself because I can't speak for other people. I know I've had to reflect here and there and realize some of the people who are around me, they got some problematic behavior. Do y'all know what I mean? Like, you can have people that are fun. You know, you can go out to eat with them, watch a movie with them. They're fun. They're cool people, right? Everything's cool. They're cool people. But if you watch them closely enough, you start to see that they have some problematic behavior. How many of you all have friends or have had friends where you see problematic behavior, but you keep the person around because they have other qualities that you like about them, but you see that they can be kind of backbiters to other friends or they're unkind to other people? Okay? Think about that thing. Susan says, not everyone I talk to is my friend. It's true. Everybody you talk to is not your friend. Everybody you talk to doesn't mean you well. They don't mean you no good. So you have to be very careful and be discerning. If you feel like your discernment is off, then maybe you need to pray some more. And if you've been praying and it's still not improving, then maybe you need to fast and then pray. SFF says, I used to have good friends, but I hardly hear from them now. I reach out all the time and will give my last to help others, but I get nothing back in return. And I'm okay with it. This is the thing. Take a good look. Hey, Marsha, take a good look at your friend circle. Examine those people around you. And if you start to see bad behavior, you need to do something. Learning to love myself. You said I have and was constantly defending her. You got to be more careful. Hey, Joyelle, got to be more careful. When you start to see this stuff, you see people and, you know, maybe they're nice to everybody, but you see a little selfishness to this person. You need to ask yourself, hey, is this really my friend? You know, is this person really friend material? We often talk about what is husband material, what's wife material. Is the people you're calling your friend, are they friend material? Hey, Miss Wilson. Okay. Hey, Queen. Queen says 20 players cannot play for 20 years. You are entitled to leave some of your friends behind when you smell something fishy. Girl, you can say that again. Queen, that's why I love you. Because you always keep it real. You have to. Jazzy says, I just deal with some people different and have different bonds with different friends for different reasons. Yes. As long as you're using your discernment, you're paying attention, and you know how far or how close to keep some people. Ashanti said, I had some with bad behavior, but let them go. You will be known by the company you keep. Yes. It is very, very true. So I want you all to, you know, take that time and put a little energy into that. Examine those people around you. Remember, we're in control. We are in control over who is in our friend circle, who's close to you. Okay, exactly. I understand what you're saying, Capricorn. No problem, darling. As Collins said, yes, I had a friend that tried to pull me away from two of my good friends by spreading lies. I had to let that friend go. Yep, so do those assessments. And I say do it often because people change. Okay, people change. DT's notes, lesson number 3. Use the time to reflect on your friends. Take a good look at your circle. Are they giving you good friend material? Use your discernments. Very, very true. Yes, check that circle. That's right. Different levels, different levels. If they treat other people bad, it's a matter of time before they do it to you. Pay attention to the people around you. Okay? Now, let's talk about something different. Now, we talked about what we want in friends. We checked ourselves to see if we're putting the same thing out that we want to receive at harvest time, right? We talked about checking our friend circle to make sure that these people are a friend material. which is important. Okay? Now, let's talk about negative friends because they exist. Negative friends. Now, most of us heard about this when we were growing up. Your mama didn't want you to keep bad friends. Your mama will let you know you following a bad crowd. This is a bad friend. If you follow these people, bad things are going to happen. Y'all remember that? Let me see bullseyes in the chat if you guys remember hearing that from your parents coming up. Because I want to make sure it's not just me that was getting told that all the time by my mother. Y'all know she was a little tough, so some stuff I wonder if it was just her or were we all getting this talk. Queen, thank you for the super chat. Says I'm going back to work. Just wanted to support and add my 50 cents. Well, thank you so much, sis, for the super chat, and I'm glad you stopped by. I miss you when you're not here. Okay, but have a great day at work. All right, I see the bullseyes in the chat. Okay, I asked y'all that for a reason. I'm glad that we had this little trip down memory lane. And the reason I'm so happy that we had this trip down memory lane is because, hey, it still counts. The lesson is still valid. The lesson is still valid. Stay away from bad friends. Yes, you, all of you sisters of mine at your age, I'm telling you to stay away from bad friends. Stay away from bad friends. So y'all, I know y'all think I'm crazy, so I'm going to just explain, okay, what a bad friend is. A bad friend is somebody who does not respect your boundaries. Remember I told you the boundaries was going to come up, right? I said so. Boundaries. If you tell somebody something makes you uncomfortable and they keep doing it like you never said a word, this person is not respecting your boundaries. If you tell this person, hey, I don't like when you say this, or I don't like when you do that, it's offensive to me, and they keep doing it, guess what they're telling you? They are telling you directly or indirectly, they do not respect your boundaries. Okay? This is what's going on. And I want y'all to really take that into account and pay attention because it's important. Okay? A bad friend is somebody who you know you've seen them doing bad things to other people. Okay? Your mama sound like my mama, Tamnika. She said, and my mom would make us rewrite the scripture about bad company corrupting good manner. That's right. Susan says, yes, my mother and my auntie always said that to me while growing up, and I was very cautious. It's true. It is true. If they're draining, always got something going on, breach boundaries, they got to go. That's right. And let me see what Miss G says. Miss G says, the lesson is more valid now because I have much more to lose. I stay about from negative, jealous, and bad people. And you should. You should definitely stay away from bad friends. Bad friends breach boundaries. Sometimes they are vampiric against your energy. Sometimes they are vampiric when it comes to your resources. Bad friends sometimes can be in the form of people who are always begging for something. Every time you talk to them, they need something. Some of these friends that you don't hear from them until they want something. It's never just, well, how you doing? I just wanted to hear your voice. Or, girl, it's been a long time. It's never. They always wanting something. That's another sign of a bad friend. And do you know what else is a sign of a bad friend? Y'all, matter of fact, before I start running, keep running my mouth. You all in the chat, start to give me examples of traits of bad friends. What are some of the things that bad friends can do? Give me an example of what bad friends do. What do they do? We talked about how they can, tax your energy. We have talked about how they can constantly be taken away from your material resources. All sorts of things like that. Mems, you made it in. They smiled in your face while trying to take your place. Well, that's a backstabber according to the OJs. That's not a bad friend. Miss G said, with real friends, you don't have to choose your words. You speak. Yeah, I want to know what the bad ones do. Talking crap about other friends. Yes. Now we on to it. because I want us to dig into what bad friends do. And then I'm going to drop a heavy one right smack dab in the middle of it. Selfish. Lala says, my grandma said lepers don't change spots. They be lying. They will lie on you. They will neglect you. They don't keep your secrets. You tell them something you know you told only them. And then when you go out, you start to hear your business on this corner and that corner. It means you have a bad friend somewhere. Okay, Miss Reese said, not showing up for you when you need them. Very important. Chalky White says, I don't trust nobody but my immediate family. Okay, cool. We're looking for examples. Ah, they were backbiting you. Backbiting is a bad one. It's a bad one. Because I want to see, yep, gossip about others. Bad friends are disrespectful. Okay? I heard they press upon you their ideals and get mad when you don't follow. Yes, somebody that doesn't, that's not respecting boundaries. And some people, they try to control. There are some bad friends that will truly try to control you. Okay? Lie, drain you mentally, begging, trying to sleep with your man. Lord have mercy. I hope y'all don't have no friends out there trying to mess with your husband. Okay? Because that's terrible. Always have a negative outlook. Yes. Envy. How many of you know you can have someone you call a friend? Okay? They will call your friend. And before you know it, they're envying you. They're watching your life, comparing themselves to you, making themselves unhappy. So next thing you know, they're planning to do something to you. Be careful. Mary says they'll cancel your vacation together to Turks and Caicos. Promise to reschedule soon. 6 months later, they posting pictures of their life-changing trips to Turks. Oh, no, she canceled the trip and then went without you. In all honesty, a bad friend sets expectations for you that they aren't willing to fulfill. That is a very good one, Mims. Yes, DS. Hey, girl, it's been a long time. Always competing, okay, and complaining and comparing. Yes, yes. So these are all good ones. I wish I could put every single one of them on the screen. I'm trying to. But you know, I wanted to give you another example of a very bad friend. And I mean a very bad friend. And this friend is sometimes overlooked. And you think this person is really your friend, but they're really not your friend. Okay, let me get Susan's comment. Some bad friends will always want you to support them, even when they wrong. Sis, say that again. They will be dead wrong, and they want you to uphold them in their wrongdoing. That is not a good friend. They can be manipulative. It's true. It's true. That's right. Now, the big one that gets away from people sometimes, and I want you all to grab this one and dig your nails, whether they're acrylic or the real ones. You know I got acrylic. Whichever nail you have, I want you to dig on and dig your nails in. Hey, Ernestine. One really big thing that a bad friend will do is that they will refuse to let you know. They will refuse to let you know when you're doing something that you have no business. I don't mean just outfit. I'm telling you the truth. A bad friend will sit there and watch you cheating on your husband. A bad friend will watch you not put your money in church when you know you're supposed to. A bad friend will watch you sit up and gossip about people and saying bad things about people. A bad friend will watch you mistreat your children or play favoritism with your children and take one child over the other and make the other one feel bad. A bad friend will sit by quietly and watch you eat yourself to death, and they won't ever say to you, hey, sis, I'm worried about you. I love you. I care. Come on, let's go to the gym together. Let's go walk the track together. A bad friend will sit there and watch you in a bad relationship, and they'll never pull your coat and say, hey, friend, I love you too much. This person is going to hurt you. I got to get you away from there. They won't do it. Good note, DT. A bad friend will allow you to go in a completely wrong direction. I mean, to the extent of derailing your entire life. And they won't say one word. See, Alita said it. They will watch you self-destruct. A bad friend, that's right, say it, Miss G. They will never check you. They just let you run amok. And they're sitting back secretly, quietly, laughing while you're tearing yourself to shreds. That's not a good friend. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. That's right. Listen, the truth is sugar-free. The truth is sugar-free. It's safe for diabetics and everybody else. The truth don't need no sugar. Susan says they never correct you when you are wrong because they want you to fail. Sis, say that again. It's the truth. And then sit back. Yeah, tell everything and laugh after you've ruined yourself. I watched a girl, these two girls, I knew them. I wasn't close with them, but I watched the whole thing play out. She sat there helping her friend cheat on the husband. You know, she cloaking for, oh, it's girls' night out. And she taking her out. And they going and meeting up with guys, you know, like double dating and stuff while the husband is home with the children. And she's helping her do all this stuff and helping her do it. She's single. Why, mind you, her friend that she called her sister is married. And you helping her go out here in the street, running around on her husband. And then once the man found out, and then he says, okay, now I'm leaving you and the children. Now she see her friend struggling. She went to, she did exactly what y'all talking about. She ran around talking about she was stupid. That was her own business. Ain't nobody tell her to be cheating on her husband. She grown. She knew he was paying the bills. She knew she had a good man. Now she over there don't know how she gonna pay her rent. A good friend would have told her, girl, I'm single. I can date. You better get home to your husband. That's what a good friend would have said. A good friend will never, and not only be quiet while you're doing the wrong thing. Some of these bad friends will encourage you to do the wrong things. Even now at our age, now that we grown. Because see, ain't no peer pressure no more. You got to be a whole fool as a grown woman to allow another woman, your fellow woman, to lead you off into whatever nonsense that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Bad friends will tell you it's okay, ain't nobody gonna know. A bad friend will encourage bad behavior, not only sit quiet while you're ruining your life. So now that's why I'm saying again, the same way they told us when we were children. Remember when they said, you know, avoid bad friends? Now I'm telling you, avoid bad friends. Again, go back and check the people around you. Check your circle. Check your circle of friends very well. Check well, every single one of them. Check them very well. And make sure that the people around you mean you well. Now, we talked about all those obvious things, and we're all like, yes, you know, I don't put up with that. No, I'm not that kind of person. Yes, Ask yourself, have you stood by and watched your friend do something that was dangerous to themselves? And did you keep quiet or did you talk up? Ask yourself that. Have you ever sat silently while your friend is doing something that will absolutely ruin themselves and you kept quiet? Ray Ray says, say it again. We ain't no young gal no more. This auntie life. Thank you. Grown women. Grown women. What she say, Miss Nikki Nell. That's the personality of a person who finds pleasure in telling people that their friend is bad when they do wrong because they're tired of people saying how good the person is. It's true. There are some like that. That's a good one. But ask yourself, Christian Key said, I spoke up every time. And that's what you're supposed to do. If you care for your friend, you say something. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you have somebody that you call your friend, or you regard this person as your sister, okay? You should be able to tell them when they're wrong. Hands down. You should be able to tell them when they're wrong every single time. I don't want a friend that I can't tell the truth to. If I can't tell you when I feel like you're wrong, then I can't be around you because I'm not going to bite my tongue for nobody. I won't do it. I've never been a person to bite my tongue. Let me tell you something. Susan is in the chat. See, she know me. Y'all just meeting me. She know me. And she can tell you, I don't bite my tongue. This big mouth is real on the internet and in person. Whether I'm sitting next to you on the phone, at a dinner table, wherever, my mouth is solid. If I think you're wrong, my mouth, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. I'm going to say so. And I'm going to ask you to think about what it is that you're doing. There's no way I'm going to keep quiet. How can you have to ask yourself? Now, we said when you have a good friend, your friend loves you. There's a love that comes from a friend. The love between friends should be like, sisterhood, brotherhood. It's almost as close as family bonds. So tell me, how can you love a person and not tell them the truth when you see that they're about to hurt themselves? How does that equal love? Tell me how it equals that. Hey, JC. It's the truth. If I tell you I love you and then I don't tell you the truth, if I see you about to step on hot coals, am I a good friend? Do I love you if I keep my mouth shut? It's the truth. Do I love you if I see you walking into if someone digs a trap in the ground for you and you don't see it, but I see it? Am I a friend? Do I love you if I allow you to walk into that hole? Ask yourself, do you exhibit the right behavior? And the people around you, are you around people that you call your friend, but you can't even tell them when they're wrong because they're going to be angry and wanting to fight and being offended? Huh? Think about this thing. And at the same time, are your friends equally free to check you? You know, I'm always telling you all, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. What do I always say to you all? Let me see bullseyes in the chat or just type out what I tell you. What do I say when it comes to checking me? What do I tell you? I'm not uncheckable. I'm not. If you feel like I said something I shouldn't have said, say so. I'm not uncheckable. Nobody should be uncheckable. Ask yourself, hey, Sharon White, ask yourself, are you the sort of a friend that your friends can come to and say, Nitra, I don't think you was right for that? That's not for you to try to embarrass your friend in public, but pull your friend. If you care about this, pull them to the side and say, now, friend, I don't think you should have said that. Or friend, I don't think you should have done that. I think you should handle it a different way. I think you should do it like this, or I think you should try that. Let me be completely transparent. Let me peel off all the layers and all the fabrics and garments, okay? Here's the truth. Your sister here, I struggle with forgiveness. I'm a naturally, like when I say just my nature, I'm not saying what I can do if I pray hard enough. Just my nature. I struggle with forgiveness. Like I'm one of those people, once you cross me up, I have a hard time looking at you with the same eye. The eye I look at you with now is somehow different. I don't see you the same way. I struggle with that. Okay? The people who care for me will tell me, Nitra, you're not right and you shouldn't do it. That same Susan y'all saw in the chat, she didn't have to check me. She has. Okay? That's just how it is. That's right. But this lady right here, she's had to check me because I don't always forgive. Like when you do something not quite right with me, it takes me a long while to chew that meat and swallow it. Okay? So you know when your friend is not right, and you should check your friend. Check your friend. And you should love the people that care enough about you to check you when you're wrong. Make sure that you're not that friend that becomes offended because somebody will sit down and tell you when your breath stinks. Don't be offended. And I don't mean literally, but literally two of you ate onions or garlic. Come on now. Let's keep it real. You would rather your friend tell you than a stranger. I'm just saying. But that ain't really what I meant. You don't want to be walking around stinking and the world have to tell you and your friend was sitting there. Don't be the person that's offended when your friend says your behavior was somehow off. You shouldn't have done that. Don't be that person that you cannot stand to be checked by someone who you call a friend, when we all sat here and agreed openly what we expect from friends, that friends are supposed to look out for your best interest and love you. How are they looking out for your best interest when they see you engaging in self-harming behaviors, but they're keeping quiet? Would you call that a friend? Because I wouldn't. I couldn't call that a friend. So make sure if you have a friend who's actually being a friend and they're telling you when you've messed up and you torn your drawers, as my daddy would say, you done tore your drawers all the way open, you're behind hanging out. You want your friend, you want the people who say they love you to care enough to pull you to the side and say, hey, you messed up. You messed up. And make sure that you do. And this is the whole thing. We do it when it comes to our children, don't we? Why? Why do we do it when it comes to our babies? And I know we all tell our kids, I ain't your friend. You're right. You're better than a friend to them. But it works kind of on the same principle if you think about it, right? You do it for your children because you love them. Am I right or wrong? Let me see bullseyes if I'm on point. Make sure y'all listening. We check those children whether they like it or not because we love them. Where my bullseyes at? Or are y'all out here letting these children run amok? There we go. Thank you, JC, for some bullseyes. I think everybody else sleep. No, Candy awake. Candy's awake. All right. But I just want to make sure that we're on the same page before I keep running my big mouth. When it comes to the children, we naturally correct them and check them. We don't care whether they like it at that moment. We don't care whether they're upset about what we said. We don't care if their friends are going to talk about them. We don't care if they're embarrassed. And the reason we don't care and we behave the way we're supposed to behave without regard to anything else in the world is because of one word. And that's what I keep telling you. That one word is the most powerful. It's the oldest and most powerful of things. And that's love. Love will make you do the right thing. Hey, Kia Coco Pop, I'm glad you made it. That's right. Catch us on the replay. Draw it on back where you can catch the whole thing. It's because of that one word, that four-letter word that holds a whole lot of weight. Say it, Lady Di. He who loves, he who he loves, he chastises. Love will cause you to do that. Why? Because you're looking out for their best interest. Hey, spiritual babe, you're looking out for their best interest. You're not doing what you're doing because it makes them feel good or it makes them happy. How many of you know you're not going to be able to always say what makes your friends happy? Just like you don't, and we don't even care if we say what makes our children happy because it just don't matter. Likewise with a friend and anybody else that we love, when you love a person, sometimes what you say won't make them happy, but it will always be with the best intention because you truly love that person. Hey, Rose Noel. Okay. So I said all that to say this. Let's check ourselves first. Check yourself first. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you or one of your friends to call you and say, oh, you've been a horrible friend to me. Okay, you know our mama and them tell us if you stink, you smell yourself first. You know that's what they said. So the same for everything when it comes to self-reflection and accountability for yourself. If you stink and you smell yourself first, correct your mess up. If you know that you're lacking in some of these areas, stop it. Get yourself together. Do better. Let's look at DT's notes. Lesson number 6. A good friend will always make sure you don't look stupid in front of everyone. A friend who loves you will unashamedly hold you accountable. It's true. And Fly Gray Streaks playing came through with the Ice Cube. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Fly Gray Streak Plan. I think you summed it up. She summed it up. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check and make sure you got good friends. Make sure that you are a good friend. Make sure you stay away from bad friends, and make sure that you're not one of them. Make sure that you're not a bad friend. Don't be that person sitting around watching people that you claim to love mash themselves up while you sitting quietly watching it happen. I don't want to believe that any of you are the kind of ladies who would be happy to see your friend hurt themselves, but don't be the kind of friend that's so afraid of the person's reaction that you keep silent. Don't do it. Let's be good friends. Let's be good sisters to each other. Okay? Sharon White, what you talking about? Code words. You all having a conversation in the chat. I don't know what that means. Denver says bad friends like those into drugs. If your friend is into drugs, dear, that's definitely a bad friend. So be careful with that friend. DT's notes, lesson number 7. Always reflect and hold yourself accountable. Correct yourself before someone else does it in front of everyone. Very good point. So listen, I'm not going to drag the matter. We'll be back a little later. We're probably going to media room. We're going to watch us a nice film tonight. Some of the ladies said they're going to grab wine and we're going to eat snacks together and just hang out like sisters and just have a decent time, having fun and enjoying each other. Wonder Woman Marshall says she's not going to let us celebrate her birthday, so I won't cheat. But we're going to be looking for Demi P. I thought I had her Cash App information. I was going to sneak her, but we'll get her later. And you, Easy Breezy, no wine for you. But anyway, I'm going to sum up our crown chat. I enjoyed you guys as always. This time I managed to stay under an hour. So I'm really happy because I never do that. Y'all know my big mouth started running. I started talking back and forth with you guys and I lose track of time. But I really, really appreciate you for coming and engaging with me. I hope you all enjoyed today's crown chat about friendship. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what Sharon say. Instead of coming straight out with the truth, people use codes like check your friend, check your man. Oh, that type stuff. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So listen, Wonder Woman Marsha telling me keep going. Listen, if I keep going, we'll never leave. And then my kid will be at school like, okay, where's my mama? That lady crazy. So we don't want her to think her mother is gone mad. So I'm going to go ahead and get my kid. I appreciate you. Candy R said, this was awesome. I always enjoy this channel. Shanitra, you're doing a great job. This is refreshing. You guys are awesome. Y'all make these chats fun. And we get to talk about things that matter and that are important. And we have our fun, but I just enjoy you guys. Thank you so much. And you're highly welcome. Come back again and come often, okay? You don't want to leave? Oh, no. Don't worry. We'll be back. Remember, we're going to go in our Zoom. We're going to go in our media room later. So we'll have fun there. The beautiful Ann Grace. Hey, Ann. All right. Well, listen, guys, I really got to go. I love you so much. Yes, I have to go pick up the cheerleader. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for coming, sis. I love you so much. So listen, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I love you. Be positive. Have a productive rest of your day. Okay. Control the energy around you. Remember to be encouraged, but most of all, remember to encourage someone else. All right. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.